welcome to Coffee with the Council. We have just changed that. The decision was made last night. We're going to start rotating our council members here every single month. We're excited about that. It gives us all an opportunity to meet everyone serving on the Port St. Lucie Council. So super excited. Today's the first day we're kicking that off, and we're going to be visiting with Councilwoman Stephanie Morgan, longtime friend of the both of us. We all know her very, very well, but we are excited for you to get to know her in this format as well. Right now I'm going to start with my sponsor, and it's Shrita Walker. Just for those of you that are new to the show, Mid-Florida Credit Union is our sponsor, our annual sponsor here. They often bring different guests, different nonprofits that they're working with, different vendors. Last month we had Paychecks. That was very interesting. But on occasion, Shrita herself will come in, and we're very excited when she does do that. So please welcome Trita Walker.
Good morning.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I did miss you a little bit.
I know, but we made sort of a pledge to bring others in and to you guys work with so many nonprofits in this area, and we've been highlighting them, and I love that as well.
Yes, and we've got a lot of good line of business partners that we deal with as well. So I brought a couple of them with me today. Yeah,
Paychecks was very interesting. It's very pertinent for small businesses, the information that he gave. And I alluded to the fact that I use Paycheck. I am a small business. We only have 7 employees. And Paychecks was the most valued way to do our payroll. That's because awesome. They give you so much more than, checks every month, reports and filings. And so it's kind of nice. And they also offer insurance, which is nice for small businesses as well.
Yes, very good.
So enjoyed that. But Mid-Florida Credit Union, what do you guys have going on?
So currently, we are going to be doing the Treasure Coast Business Summit, which is this Thursday, 10 to 4. Can I say this Thursday, or do I need to say October 20th?
We'll say October 20th because there's a real good shot somebody's going to be watching this past October 20th. So
October 20th,
for a month,
2022,
yes,
Mid-Florida Event Center.
In case you scroll on our YouTube page and you decide you want to watch every back episode,
right?
You might want to say 2022 too.
Yes.
The Treasure Coast Business Summit is very interesting because it's a privately held event, but we have more businesses in that room than any other event we do here on the Treasure Coast. And it's sort of a community event, honestly.
Yes.
And showcasing these small businesses. We always say we do more business with the other businesses in the room.
Yes.
And most of the people there do more business with the other businesses in the room, but it's a perfect reason to go.
Yes, a lot of good networking, happening and going on. And for Mid-Florida, it helps us build our brand on the Treasure Coast.
Yeah.
Because, we have been doing that for a few years. So we're continuing to do that. When we go to the business summit, we bring our staff with us, so they assist and work the table. And like you said, not just network with the businesses and vendors and sponsors that are there, but also the over 1,200 participants that are expected to be there.
Yeah, the people that just come in to walk the floor and learn more about local business. Yes. It really is a great event. We actually host the lunch, which is the City of Port St. Lucie update. Russ Blackburn will be our featured speaker, and we'll be doing lunch during the same time. It works out perfectly for us.
Yes, looking forward to that too.
Yeah.
Always good information from Russ about the city.
Yeah, and it's the one time a year, like we mentioned today, we're going to be rotating the council, but this is the one time a year that we spend an hour with Russ Blackburn and the staff. So I enjoy that very much. Also coming up in January is our Business and Industry Award.
Oh, yes, it is.
Which you are also the sponsor. It also is at Mid-Florida Event Center.
Yes, ma'am.
It is 3 years in the making because of COVID. Every time we thought we could do it in person, we couldn't, and we kept going back and forth. But we are doing it in person this year. We have a couple hundred people that have nominated and self-nominated already.
Nice.
Which any business can do that in St. Lucie County. You do not have to be a member of the chamber. You can self-nominate. You don't have to be nominated by somebody else. You can go straight to our website. But we have over 400 people coming out to celebrate the best of business in St. Lucie County.
Yes, it's a very nice dinner.
It is. We're doing it on a Friday night. It's a full weekend event, which we did it during the week. So we're excited about that too. And it's a carnival theme. We're going to have some entertainment. It's going to be great.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. As always, Mid-Florida Credit Union is a nonprofit, so all dividends go back into rates and directly benefit the members,
Correct.
which I love. And if they want more information, if you live, work
Worship or go to school.
in St. Lucie, in a service area
Correct.
of Mid-Florida, you're eligible to become a member.
That's right. Open membership, and we serve over 40 counties.
Oh, wow.
In Florida. Yes, so we're all over Florida.
Perfect.
Florida's Community Credit Union.
Well, I want to thank you as always for doing this with us, bringing the
you.
great people that you bring, for serving on my board, for helping us out with BNI. The list goes on and on. And a
Thank
big
you.
hand for Shrita Walker from Mid-Florida Credit Union, everybody.
Thank you.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with Councilwoman Stephanie Morgan. Welcome back to Coffee with the Council. I'm going to Port St. Lucie Council. I can't say that. So today is the first day. We did this many years ago, and you know, as reigns change, we do it however the city asks us to. And now I'm excited because we're going to be doing it with a rotating lineup of the council members, which is super exciting.
And including the mayor.
Of course. Well, she's a council member. Yeah. So the mayor will take her shot at bat as well.
It'll
But
be like a box of chocolates. You never know who you're going to get.
Hopefully we will put out what chocolate flavor we'll be working with at least a week or so before you have to eat it here at Facebook Live. But typically,
I
yes.
feel like we're like at the what's that show on TV? The Kelly and Ryan show or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like can we give a prize out?
Of course we can.
Okay.
We can make it up. We could give a real prize. We could pretend. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll give away a prize.
away a gift card.
I feel like we should do trivia for that prize, though. Wouldn't that be fun?
Okay.
All right, we'll do it. So, yeah, everybody's on board. Things change at the chamber live on air. For anybody that thinks it doesn't, it changes constantly. So, Councilwoman Morgan, have you ever done the show with me before? I don't think you have.
No.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. All these years you haven't done it.
And I used to attend them when they were over at the community center.
Which
because
was
I so
about
active with the
10 years ago. Just so you know, right? Pat Christensen's in the back. That was about 10 years ago. Was the last time we were at the community center. For 10 years ago. Yep. So it's been a while. We've been over here for a very, very long time. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself. How long have you been on council?
I have been on council since 2016. I was just reelected for my second full four-year
Yep.
term because I did a remainder of 2 years of the 4 years, and that was really confusing right then. Anyway, I just completed 6 years. I'm on again for 4 years,
Yep.
and looking forward to finishing up some things that have been started and looking forward to the future.
And your husband and you have been in the community for, well, you've been here for.
So everybody does female math, right? So I'm 39 and I've been here since 1962.
Yes.
So yes, we used to chop down our own Christmas trees.
That adds
And yes, the only thing that was here was A&P in Fort Pierce and a Piggly Wiggly in Stewart.
And the Shell Bazaar
Shell Bazaar,
was
yes.
here in 62 as well.
Yes,
But
Shell
that's-
Bazaar was
You're
here.
not lying. That's about it.
Yeah, and then we finally got a 7-Eleven on US 1 in Prima Vista.
And you were super excited to get a 7-Eleven, right?
Oh, yes, it's all about the Slurpees.
My, how times have changed.
Yes, so seeing the change, I am married to my wonderful husband. Yeah, anybody ever said to my terrible husband? To my wonderful,
I think I've said it,
good-looking, to my husband, David, 2 stepsons, very successful. And yes, I ride a Harley, not on the back. And
What's that called if you ride on the back?
oh, I'm not allowed to say.
I shouldn't try to trip her up there her first day.
I
on
know,
coffee.
you shouldn't do that.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be doing that.
It is a family show.
And
for now.
we do have property out in Okeechobee, and we go out there, try to go on the weekends, and I go fishing, and I don't birth any babies, I birth puppies. So I'm into Labradors.
Oh, that's right.
And I even remember one of my litters, that sounds so weird.
It does.
One of my litters, someone in the audience purchased one, and her name was it was a her, Magnet. And he named it Magnet. It was a yellow lab, and he took it in the car all the time with him when he'd go on his home inspections. And I said, "Why'd you name it Magnet?" And he was like, "It's a chick magnet. Every time I go to the park, the ladies want to come up and see." Well, now he's very happily married.
I was just going to say,
And
he's
I
very
was there
happily
when he
married.
met his wife.
In leadership.
Yes, in leadership. Yep.
Yep.
Because we were in the same leadership.
And his,
Not John, Karen.
Karen was in your class, so
Yes.
John was hanging
He was,
out.
He
all the
was
time.
hanging out because he was the year before.
Yes.
He was stalking us.
Well, he was stalking her for sure.
Well, yes.
But it worked.
And
So
it
they're-
did.
yeah.
And they're happily married.
And how long ago was it that you were in leadership? What class?
That was 22, the best class ever. 22,
And we-
2004, hurricane.
Yep.
Hurricane class. You were 21. I was 22.
I was
Karen will tell
24.
you she was 22.
I was 24. And we are now on 40.
40.
Can you believe it?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so you got a long history with the community, with the chamber, with the council now.
Yes.
I mean,
So in other words, I'm old.
No, you're 39. You already said that.
The leadership class, and as long as I've lived here, I learned something new.
I do it I facilitate it every single year, right?
And
So
you
I've
learn
gone through
something.
leadership 10 years in a row.
I want to do it again.
I learn something new every single time I go out. And you know, sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I could give the tour myself. Like, I've done it many times. But I would say for the most part, this year we had over 50 applicants for a 28-person class. So, and then we have a trustee level membership, which allows you to put one of your employees into the class automatically. And so we had 17 spots for a lot of applicants. It's like U of F acceptance rate, like 40 to 50%. And I feel terrible about it because I want them to go through leadership and I can't accommodate them all.
But that's okay.
I know. Everybody says it's a good problem to have, but I hate to do it.
It may get so small. You got to make it. You know, it's like some of the restaurants that you go to, they're nice and quaint. Then they enlarge and get bigger, and then they go out of business.
No, we
let's
actually reduced it.
quaint.
We reduced the class. It used to be 30. It's now 28 because the bus size, the bus that we have to use now.
Short bus?
So it's a short bus. And so we're not going to expand it. And everybody keeps saying, do a second class. I'm like, no way. First of all, that would kill me because it is grueling, right? It's a 1-year program, all day, full day, once a
It's a
month.
commitment.
It is a commitment. But you'll learn things and see things that you didn't know existed in your own community. People, a former mayor, Patricia Christensen, went through it. And she's like, I didn't know about some of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We should probably get to what's going on in the city.
Let's do city talk.
Yeah, we digress.
Yeah, we do.
It's all right.
So does everybody know, not everybody knows, the city center, which we're not going to be called, well, it is called the city center. The city center,
Confused me already.
the properties that surround Mid-Florida Event Center.
Yes. This is the credit union, not the event center, but still Mid-Florida.
Mid-Florida Event Center, the city now has control of the properties, and it is with the Treasure Coast Regional Planning Council for a master plan. We are reaching out, asking realtors, anybody that lives here in Port St. Lucie, what is your input? What are your thoughts? What should happen on that site? We want to get what everybody's thinking. Of course, there's a big wish list out there.
It's always Cheesecake Factory, Trader Joe's, mixed use. Nailed it.
And Costco. You forgot Costco.
Yeah. But we'll see. And we have to, but there are ideas that are feasible that we need the input. But I think that people want to see that thrive for
Biggest
sure.
thing that I hear out there is hotel, hotel, hotel.
Yeah, hotel's always good too, right? Well, that is a huge space for rentals, and you need a hotel attached if you want to expand your customer base.
If you want it to become a conference center or convention center, you're going to need that hotel to accommodate. So that's one. Another thing is communication and information. And I know earlier you were talking a little bit, and I know there was a question, and I'm all open for questions, and I'm as transparent as they come. You can ask me anything, and no, I do not know everything, and I'll tell you. I'll be the first one to tell you I don't, but I will find out the answer, so there's no problem there. The communication, it's always been an issue, especially during tax time. People will come up to the public to be heard. Well, I never heard about this, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, how could you not hear about it? And I hate social media.
Yes,
Sorry,
you do.
I'm not a big book facer, a tweeter, a chatter, whatever the snippy thing is.
But I bet you would rock TikTok.
I don't even talk. I mean, I talk, but I don't.
Yeah.
TikTok?
It's mostly for dancing.
Oh, yeah, no, this girl doesn't dance. I've tried.
Yeah,
It doesn't work. But it's kind of like, where do you go for your information? Is it,
Statistically, we know it's Facebook. 60% of the people, 60% of the U.S. citizens get their news and information from Facebook. Scary, right?
yeah.
I know. But that is true. Are you okay?
Yeah, I was looking
need a
at the
minute?
screen and a question.
Oh, okay.
But it's sad because, I mean, I like postcards or I like snail mail. I'm the old school, and I need to change, don't I? Okay.
I love you, but I'm gonna say yeah. I love you
All right,
just the way you
so-
are, but
But what happens? But Facebook has become. Oh, and that other thing. The next.
door.
The
Ooh,
next.
that one's vicious, right? Have
It
you guys
is
ever engaged in that
vicious.
one?
They don't say anything nice on there, and I
I had
did,
to give that one up.
Yeah, that one. That's really not the place you should go to complain. Pick up the phone or either do one PSL. One PSL. It's a free app. And you can report anything, any of your complaints, even kudos to city staff, which we really like to hear the kudos.
I have a complaint.
One PSL. Did I say one PSL? Where's my phone?
All right, I'll tell you later, but I forgot about it.
Well, and I'm sure everyone is aware, but maybe not. The new bill was passed that nothing can be anonymous. So when you call in a code complaint, you have to give your name and your information. Now, a lot of people, from what I understand, are just saying, no, I'm not doing that, and they hang up because of fear of retaliation.
I think that is a strong fear. And even if
It
it's not a
is.
fear of retaliation or bodily harm, like, do you really want that bad energy with your neighbor? No, I don't.
So, in talking with the person that brought forward this bill, was trying to encourage that you talk to your neighbors. And I'm like, but you can't always do that sometimes. That doesn't always happen. So
Well,
if
I
there
feel
is a code complaint, I feel we need to take care of it, whether it's
So
anonymous
the person
or
that
not.
brought this bill forward, without naming names, I think that this was.
Why not? It's Toby.
No, he didn't bring the bill forward, but he.
Well,
but
he
supported.
championed it.
So my issue is that I think that this was the result, as it often is in legislation, of a bad actor, and somebody was continually complaining, and so it wasn't Toby. Other people decided to write a bill where you couldn't do that anymore because we're going to make you give us your name, so that should thwart people complaining constantly without cause.
Yeah, and I did talk to him, so I am going to be meeting with him, so I would really like to
I think
see
it
that
is
one.
dangerous. I mean, it's either a code violation or it's not. Who
Right.
reports it is
What
irrelevant.
difference does it make?
If it's not a code violation, somebody doesn't get cited, you move on. But I do think that there should be some accountability if you can. I'm sorry, I know I do that a lot. If you're if you're going to continually complain, I think that there should be some repercussions for frequent flyers. Like if you are constantly
Yes,
complaining
yes.
and there is no
There's no code violation, you've got to stop.
yeah, I think that there should be something for that.
Right.
But I think that it's hard to. I don't want to tell on my neighbors. I don't want to have that kind of bad karma between the two of us. I don't like it.
I'll go up to anyone and talk to them. Which brings me to trash.
Oh.
Trash talk.
I thought we were done with trash
No,
talk.
I
Nope.
did. Well, because I'm still seeing excess trash, and you have the one container, the black container, which is for the automated garbage. Please bag your garbage. And I'm weirdo. I bag my bagged garbage, so I double bag.
I love that, and I'm trying to institute that at my house, but I, again, am married.
I have, yeah. Well, that's why you have to be the one bringing up the garbage can and bagging it and putting the rubber band around it so
yeah.
it's bagged and double bagged. But yeah, he's a,
Yeah, they just want to
he
toss
does
it.
everything
Yeah.
goes in. So I probably have the cleanest trash can. Make sure it's 3 feet. 3 feet means from everything, even your mailbox. And one thing that I'm
And your other box.
experiencing.
Your other, yeah.
Well,
You can't put them down there together. They need
No,
to be,
they can't. They have
recycling
to
and
be all-
black need to be,
so I usually, my mom always watches for the garbage to come down. I live on a cul-de-sac, and this is an issue on a cul-de-sac. So I don't know how many people live on a cul-de-sac or a curve. Those trucks have to back up about 3, 4, 5, 10 times to get to the cart.
yeah.
So placement is critical. So just a friendly tip.
and I agree with you that I've seen everybody still stacking random trash besides their trash cans, and this is just not getting picked up.
No.
And we've been telling you, we've been warning you for months that if it wasn't in the can, it wasn't going to go.
We do still have the drop-off at Cameo in Crosstown.
Cameo and Crosstown, and bulk is your fourth pickup of the month.
No. It depends on
I
where
guess it's-
you are.
Oh, really?
Now, my pickup day is Wednesday. My bulk is the first Wednesday of the month.
Oh, so it's not
No, so go to psl.com.
I know when mine is, which was important to me. Mine
Okay,
is the
well,
fourth pickup.
don't get everybody confused.
Oh, I'm sorry,
because it's
everybody.
all- yeah, look, it is the same pickup day.
It is. It's whatever day, if you're Tuesdays or
Exactly,
Thursdays,
but it's either the first, second, third, or fourth
Okay.
week.
Very good.
Now that we've totally confused everybody.
Go to 1PSL and put in your little address and figure out where to go.
There you go.
when it
There's a
is.
big, nice, beautiful map on cityofpsl.com/solid waste. And you can see the beautiful color coordinated map.
Solid waste is such a nice way of saying trash.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay. I'm open for questions.
Okay, we had a question. I don't know. The question online is, I noticed soil dropped off at the future Duck Court Park. I don't know where that is. What will be planted there? Do you know where Duck Court Park is?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
off
near
of
Becker?
Becker. I can't remember that one street. Yeah, it's a little pocket park. It's just a round, it's hidden, and they are
Oh, very
going to
good.
have a bench, walking area.
Oh, it's off Kester. I imagine they're planting indigenous plants and trees. Probably see a palm,
Yeah.
right? Okay. But I guess we can find out for them and
We can.
perfect, so that they
JD
know
is our
exactly.
plant specialist.
No, exactly. We have a question. And wait, we have to, I'll repeat the question if you don't mind. We have a question from our audience. Give me a moment to repeat it so people can hear it at home. Okay.
Can you tell me the difference between having
Oh, John has the mic. Do you mind using the mic? You don't have to, but if you want, if you're okay with it.
Can you tell me the difference between having a lot beside your house and having a lot across the street from your house? I think there's a lot of controversy there on that. I'll tell you what happened to me. I bought this lot across the street from my house 10 years ago.
Okay.
Okay, when I did it, the grass was like 8 foot high. I hired a brush hog to come in and clear it all. I put down matting so weeds couldn't grow up through it. And I parked my travel trailer there, my boat trailer. I had an enclosed trailer, and my son-in-law had a small open trailer that was parked there. 10 years they've been there. This May, I got a notice from code enforcement that I had to remove all of those vehicles. So I actually talked to the guy from code enforcement, and he said if it was beside my house, I'd be able to park them there. But because it's across the street from my house, I can't, which I don't understand. He said if I sold the lot to the house beside the lot and they gave me the okay to park them there, that'd be okay. That seems sort of stupid to me.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the stumper. You win the prize.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, you know, what's happened since, I mean, I have a 42-inch mower that I bought. I cut the grass every week. I keep it trimmed, keep it looking nice. Now, in our enclosed trailer, you know, we can't get up and down in the attic anymore. I have back issues and leg issues. So we kept all our Christmas decorations in that enclosed trailer. So since I've had to move all that stuff, I had to sell the enclosed trailer, had to go out to St. Lucie West and rent a storage unit that cost me $72 a month, you know, which we can't afford. And so now what the city's forcing me to do is to sell my mower so I can put my Christmas stuff in the garage. And then I'm going to let the grass grow back to 8 or 10 foot high. It's going to look like heck for the neighborhood. I don't think it's right. I mean, I understand why they have the ordinance in place, because they don't want people that own lots around the city to park trailers and just leave them there.
For storage.
Yeah, sure. I understand that. But I mean, my goodness, if it's across the street from your house and you keep it cut and it's clean and neat, and like I said, I've been there for 10 years with that stuff.
And this is a city ordinance, so this would have been policy
That's correct.
here at
I can give you the city ordinance.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting, and I'm not. I don't know where to go with that.
I do know that it maybe needs another look, and
Probably needs, yes, it would need another look. I would agree with that, because I know that the lot next to me is so overgrown that it's overgrowing into
sure.
my area. And of course, they were very good about removing trees that were leaning over. But if someone is willing to keep this empty lot nice and looking good, which I agree with, and there's not that many, I do know that you cannot do a unity of title because it's not
Right, I understand that, sure.
because it is across the
Yep.
street.
Sure.
That
Now,
I do
when I
know.
bought my home in 1990, there is a vacant lot next door to us, okay? City owned it then, and I went to the city and they wouldn't sell it because it was a flood lot. Okay, because I wanted to clear it and make it part of our property.
so any city ordinance, there is maybe a possibility for a variance. Let's do some research. So we at the chamber have a group that helps with development regulatory processes for businesses, but I wouldn't mind taking another look at this one,
I
because we
wouldn't
believe in common sense governance, and if your proximity to the lot is the only determinant on what can go there, it seems a little bit non-common sense to me.
Yeah, I just think it's ridiculous because it's across the street from our house.
Yeah.
And we
Right.
did own the house that's beside it for 3 or 4 years. So if I would have done something, I guess at that point, what would they have said? I'd be grandfathered in?
We're going to talk more.
It's just, you know.
I get what you're saying, and I understand where he's at. So
Now I got to park my
It's just that I
31-foot
don't wanna
travel
see-
trailer in my driveway.
Right,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to see, which is legal.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, but now I have no place to put the car.
So I would not want to see a bunch of vacant lots with a bunch of storage trees.
Oh, sure, I understand that. I
So I
understand
know
that.
that it needs to be limited.
Yeah, and for me to, you know, I can't put my travel trailer
And maybe-
in storage because it's $400 a month. I can't afford that.
Right. They're on you're retired, but also I think that maybe there should be some caveat. So I'm speaking off the cuff here, but if it is a contiguous lot and there is some sort of enclosure for that lot and it's kept up, maybe, I don't know, there might be some avenues here.
I even tried to put a pole barn on it
Yeah.
so I could park everything inside, and they wouldn't let me even put a shed on it.
Yeah. Well, that you can't do without impact fees. So I do understand that one, but let's see if we can get his name and number, and you and I will both do a little bit more research.
Thank you.
We'll walk right down.
Okay.
But this is exactly why people come to Coffee with the Mayor, is to ask questions like this that are pertinent to them.
And
So we appreciate
thank you for
that.
not going on Facebook and complaining.
This is
Coming and
perfect.
speaking,
Yes.
And we'll go and we'll see if we can go take care of it.
I appreciate it.
And then you can go on Facebook and give us kudos.
Yes.
No, one
But this
PSL.
is exactly why we do this and invite the public here, is because of questions like this. So great question.
Yes.
I totally get it.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, John.
So if I will say, I have the same thing, or I had the same thing for close to 30 years, and I parked my boat there, and we did have power. There can be a variance that was done years and years and years ago.
Yeah, a variance to any ordinance is a possibility. So
Anything's
I'm not
possible.
sure you've explored all. We'll get with you. Also, this is so he can't do that, but my neighbor can park his boat on the park lot every day, and his trailer, and he puts cones out in the street so that people have to go around it. But you can't have yours.
Oh, is this a complaint you're going to give me later?
No, but apparently it's not anonymous. But there's a retention pond that's owned by the city across the street, and my neighbor parks his trailer and his boat there, and he puts cones in the street, so you have to go around. But nobody cares. But he can't have his. Yeah. I gotcha. This is a good show today.
I know.
I'm into this show today. We got another question.
Fun.
Yes, I want to stick with code enforcement.
1 second. There you go.
So I would like to stick with code enforcement. I thought I was a little bit confused by your response about who was an advocate, Toby, who I don't know. I thought this was a statewide, this reporting. So, but it is. Okay.
It is.
He's a state legislator.
Okay, all right.
He didn't write the bill.
Okay, gotcha. So, given that it's the law, is the city making any adjustments? Because to me, that means you can't count on city residents to tell you about something they see locally, their neighbors maybe. So has the city, to me, that says the city needs to allocate more resources to policing the code violations. Because I think the city can start to look kind of trashy if there's more and more code violations. So what has the city done in response to this, resource-wise?
So first thing, I like to be proactive. So I like to call it code compliance, not code enforcement. Even though we are trying to make sure everyone is in compliance with our codes. I know that our code compliance officers were very, 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 very busy prior, no excuses now, with the garbage situation. Because we had a lot of our employees out there picking up garbage.
Yes.
And God bless them. And I've ridden one of those trucks, and it's not fun. It was a bill that was brought up, and I did speak with Toby Overdorf, and note, I didn't mean to disrespect him in any way because he's a great state representative. He does Crosstown South is his district.
New this year.
No,
Their
he's in
district,
his third,
their districts
their
changed a bit.
districts changed a little bit, but he's been in for 3 terms?
This will be his third term.
Third term. So in talking with him on last Saturday or a week or 2 ago, I mentioned it to him, and he goes, yeah. He goes, I brought it up and brought it forward. And I said, this is not a good bill. People are not going to call if they have to give their name in the fear of retaliation or causing a dispute. And it has made it to where we want our city to be safe, clean, and beautiful, and fun. So it does degrade some of the things because they're not being done, which means our code compliance officers need to be a little bit more aware and out there traveling, not just the main roads, go up and down every single street. That would be my recommendation. I don't oversee staff. I can make a recommendation to the city manager or to the director, which would have to go through the process. I cannot direct them what to do. I can give the city manager suggestions. That's what I would be. It seems like we get so used to just going one road and we forget about all these little side roads, and that's where the code is not being adhered to. And then it causes the neighborhood to bring down.
You just need more people doing it.
I agree.
So there's always be careful what you wish for
Yes.
in play. So I can say at the Chamber of Commerce, we always advocated a complaint-based system. Otherwise, there was a lot of, before we had this boom, and before they were so busy, there was, if they saw a door in your yard, they gave you a code violation because they thought that door came from your, so it's a be careful what you wish for, because you don't want them to be constantly scrutinizing every piece of trash that goes out in front of your house, right? Especially for a business, it's very difficult. But at the same time, this state law has made it difficult to address a complaint-based system because you're just not going to get the complaints. So my hope would be that this anonymous complaint-based system is put back into play. So I will mention that to our state representatives too.
Well, I have too, and I am going to meet with them on it and talk with them. Hopefully they'll bring it back up at session.
I hope so too, but it's tough.
But I agree with it. And I don't know exactly how many code officers that we have out there, but I know that their time was, and I know that every year during our budget process, they are the one department amongst others that are always asking for additional employees.
Yeah, this is a
which
big
of course
city.
has to do with our tax millage. Yes, we are approximately 121 square miles over 1,000 lane miles. So we are huge. So it takes a lot.
Definitely good questions. Steve.
Yeah, I do. And especially like you were mentioning, if they see the garbage, because I remember they used to, if they saw a water heater, not a hot water heater, if they see a water heater down at the garbage, they would come and give you a code violation for you not pulling a permit to replace your water heater because it had to come from somewhere.
Yeah, which
So-
is fun for me because we used to flip houses and we'd have a roll off in front of the house and the entire neighborhood would be like, now's our chance, throw your doors and your water heaters in there. And they would rack up codes at whatever property. We're like, it's not our water heater. But I get it. I get why the neighbors were throwing their water heaters and doors down there.
But do know that we have those in place for the safety of the residents. You want a professional hooking up your water heater.
You do. Yeah.
Because that could be destructive.
You want John, our
You want
microphone
John.
handler today from
Our
the
Vanna.
electric to hook up your water heater. Yep. But I get it.
Okay, great questions.
Thank you.
We're
Thank
over
you to
time.
Everybody. We're crud, but it was a good show.
Well,
I know I've hit you like 1,000 times, but
Did you were going there?
I get excited when it's a very good show. We don't have any more Facebook questions though, but good stuff.
Hey, but now the word will get out, and I hope the city will start advertising this more and more for us.
Yes.
You know, with the council, you get a little bit of everything. Just a little bit of information. We are 4 different districts in Port St. Lucie. You each have a representative of each district, and then we have a mayor that is elected. The mayor is
She's citywide.
citywide, but we are a city manager form of government, not a strong mayor. So I would say we all work together. So if you're not getting answers from your representative in your district, then talk to the assistant or one PSL. I can't say one PSL enough. One PSL is great.
Very good.
And our mayor works very, very hard. So sometimes I think, I don't know how she does it, spread so thin, but we're all here to help,
Very good.
all of us.
Oh, John,
And
you have a
I
question?
will not ask what district you live in because I'll take care of you no matter where, and that's how all of us are.
Well, actually, John has a question. Our mic, go ahead, John.
Not a question, but a statement. One more place to find information is Joe Mag. You can register for a biweekly report from the city manager.
Oh, okay. Yep, that's a good idea too.
And that'll come online.
All right. Do you want to take this last question, or
Sure.
okay, we'll take this last question, and then we're a little over
Gonna
time.
zing me again?
No, that wasn't a zinger. That was a legitimate.
Zinger.
No, it was a good complaint.
Maybe I should be talking to somebody in roads. But is there a list available, do you know, of roads that are going to be resurfaced?
Yes, there is.
Because I was told like 6, 7 years ago, our road was on the 5-year plan. Mm-hmm. And I've owned since 1990. That road's never been repaved. And I mean, it's
I bet somebody
starting to look
putting it
like
up
White
right
City.
now.
You know, it's falling apart.
There is a list. We're going to go ahead and post where that list is on Facebook, but we'll tell them as well.
Okay.
We do have a paving master plan and a sidewalk master plan.
Okay.
And it's a living document, so we're always looking at it, redoing it. Plus, if you remember a few years back, we did the half-cent sales tax increase to where that was going to go towards sidewalks, paving,
Yep.
water issues. So we are able to pave more. Now, I was just reading something the other day, and our construction cost or the paving has gone up 15 to 30%.
I'll bet.
So that's kind of backed up things. So it may not be within that 10-year, but
What's
we are on a rotation, and if we'll get your address and
Okay.
plug it in, we won't post it, but we'll get your address to see where you are on the 10-year master.
And what's
plan.
that? It's City of PSL / repaving.
Repaving.
City of PSL / repaving, and that
CityofPSL.com
yes. Sorry, .com.
/ repaving.
See, I was so not close. All right, very good. She muted me. What a great show. Thank you for being with us.
Well,
I enjoyed it very much. I
looking
enjoyed
forward
the
to this.
audience interaction, and we have some homework, so I love
Yes.
that too. Good stuff.
I have some homework. Thank you. And I look forward to all of us getting together again soon.
Yeah, we're on a rotation now. I love it. I want to thank everybody here, thank the staff, thank Mid-Florida, Marianne, who brought cupcakes or cakes, coffee cake, and at your service catering, she donates our services. So we offer you the chance to ask any question you want, free coffee, free mug, and some Danish. So come on down. It's on our website, stluciechamber.org, our Facebook page. It's on the cityofpsl.com and their Facebook page.
Facebook and Nextdoor
And yes.
Fever and Snappy Chat and Talkie.
Not
TikTok.
Snapchat, not TikTok either, but, you know, the adult ones.
Okay.
There you go.
Isn't there another one with pictures? Instagram. Oh, yeah.
Instagram.
See, there's another one.
Yeah. We just do we do Instagram though.
Really old.
Yeah. Our Instagram page, we have one of those. All right, everybody.
Supposed to shake your head.
Thank you and have a great day. We'll see you next
Bye.
time.